you remember my very cheap Neato Robotics D80? The one which, if you remember, when we left off, doesn't really work. I think it is the battery. I hope it's the battery. The problem is, it's not the battery, it's the board. And with things like this, there's not really many things we can test on it. So, here I have a new battery. Please excuse my finger with its plaster. We have a brand new but pattern battery for this. Aim of today's video is simple. We know that pretty much everything on it works if you control it via USB. Can we make it think it's got a brain and have some charge and work normally? Let's find out. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? Yes, I didn't actually buy this first, there's something else that I bought, but it can be its own separate video another day. For now, I'm just going to put a new battery into this Neato. I'm sure you were all screaming at me in the first video to do that. Said first video hasn't even aired yet. At the time of me filming this, so I don't know that, but I'm sure you have, and yeah, I think it's probably going to be worth a try. I know I've joined a forum and people said instantly probably just a battery, and again that one doesn't look particularly OEM or original, but then again neither does this one, let's be honest. But it's known, brand new. If it's not this, it's something else, and at least we've ruled out the battery. This battery costs twice as much as this whole machine, which is great fun indeed. So there we go, look, we have our nickel metal hydride battery pack. I've turned its master switch off, and all we got to do is plug this connector in, which is very fiddly from this angle, especially when I don't want to make my finger bleed all over it. There we go. Pop the battery back down. I'll put all this back together and then I'll zoom you right into the screen for the next shot, and we'll turn it on and see if it finally gives us a battery indicator symbol. Right, hopefully this looks fine on the screen. I've got a little bit of a zoom on because obviously we've got to look at that teeny tiny screen. Let me flick the switch, the master on switch, or push the house button, and it's booting up. Is it going to see that it has a different battery? No, I say my battery is low, please charge me, but obviously it is low. What we're going to do is go to support, press OK, then go up to go to the bottom, new battery, thank you. Now we've got to put it on the charger for the millionth time that we've had to do it, and we'll see what's what. Although it's not as bad as it was, yeah. It's not flashing all sorts of issues at us. Let's go plug it in. Oh, you're going to take a charge, or are you actually broken? Come on. Right, so it recognises the charging station there. The battery indicator symbol still isn't flashing around. Oh, right, let's do what we did before, and we'll turn off the master battery switch, turn off and on the charger, which should at least power the battery up, because this thing should turn on without the battery in the circuit, which it's doing now. And we now have our battery symbol, because that's what it did before. So we'll flick the magic switch and time of the video where I had to cut again, because obviously it was doing this before and would last all about 10 minutes before stopping charging. So we're going to leave this, and I might actually film a second video of something that is quite related to this, and we might need, there is perhaps a spares machine sat the other side of me, but we'll give this a fair crack and we'll see what happens later. It's been a couple of days. Did our new battery fix our D80? Well, orange light is pulsing, but yet again, no battery indicator is working. There is a slight bodge to do it. Obviously, put it off the charger. It will not work. I can try and make it clean. It will not do it, which is a pain in the bum. You can carry on flicking the little battery switch, pushing it back so it boots up off of the dock, off of the power that it is getting from there. And you will see it will eventually load, and yes, I'll push the dirt bin down. Look, our battery indicator works, but flick the switch, it's still not charging. It's just saying it is. I've checked this with the Neato control software. It will do that for about half an hour and then just stop and not take a charge anymore. And that's it, really. Another £25 down the Swanee on some broken old tat. It was worth a try, but I think this, as well as the Roomba that I had many years ago that really wasn't worth fixing, at least these would be viable. Spares are still plentiful, but I think it's a PCB issue. There is very little information online about these, certainly not to the extent of the iRobots. The iRobots seem to have been reverse engineered, so you know people will know exactly which component on the board has gone wrong. Not quite so much on here. All of the indications online say it's the dock that's bad. Well, we've repaired the dock because it was bad. There is good voltage coming out of that. It's just not going into the machine, and I imagine there's one little component on the board which is stopping it from working. I tried all the software bodges, I tried resetting the fuel meter. Don't know what to do. It works manually via USB still. It does charge because I can have the software saying it's, you know, under 12 volts, please charge it, and it will charge up and it will put the voltage up, but the software doesn't say. Can't seem to find any real method or files to, like, you know, redo the firmware on it either. Those days are long gone. These are just too old now. Either dead links or the information wasn't there in the first place. Hey ho. What are we going to do with it? I don't know really. Maybe build the children a little remote control car with it, see if it will take their weight and they can sit on it and drive themselves around using the laptop. I don't know. But for this Neato D80, D85, whatever it is, sadly I don't think it will ever clean again. Even though it's charging now, it still says it's got a low battery. Oh well, never mind. We tried, we failed. Better luck next time, and there will be a next time. Stay tuned, because I rolled the dice again on another one. See what hilarious fun happens in that video. But for this one, well, comment down below if you know a fix for this. Nobody else seems to. And until next time, I will see you soon. Bye bye.